Welcome back to Chelder, the place where we bring you the most fascinating, mind-blowing, and sometimes hilarious facts about the world around us. Today's topic? Women. They're smart, resilient, and they've been baffling scientists and men for centuries. From their multitasking superpowers to their unmatched life expectancy, we're diving into 30 insane facts about women that will make you appreciate the queens of the world even more. So, grab a seat, stay sharp, and let's get into it. Fact number 1. Women are born with all the eggs they will ever have. Unlike men, who continuously produce sperm throughout their lives, women are born with around 1 to 2 million eggs stored in their ovaries before they even take their first breath. By the time puberty hits, that number drops to about 300,000, and throughout their entire reproductive years, only around 400 of those eggs will ever actually be released during ovulation. It's nature's way of showing that women are born with a predetermined egg inventory. If that sounds like a lot, it's still fewer eggs than there are chickens in a small farm. So maybe quality really does beat quantity. And yes, every single egg carries the potential to create life, which is pretty extraordinary when you think about it. Fact number 2. The female brain is wired differently for multitasking that if you've ever seen a woman cook dinner, respond to work emails, help with homework, and plan a weekend outing simultaneously, you're witnessing a brain superpower at work. Research shows that women's brains have stronger connections between the left and right hemispheres. This allows them to process multiple pieces of information more efficiently and quickly. The left side typically manages logic and language, while the right handles emotions and intuition, so women juggle both like pros. Meanwhile, a man might panic if you ask him to talk while driving through a roundabout. It's not magic, it's neuroscience. Fact number 3. Women blink almost twice as much as men. Here's something you'll notice next time you're people watching. Women blink way more often than men, almost twice as much in fact. The average woman blinks 12 to 19 times per minute, while men clock in at around 6 to 10 blinks. Why? Women's blinking habits are often attributed to hormonal differences, particularly the effect of estrogen, which helps keep their eyes moisturized and reduces dryness. Blinking also keeps the cornea clean and protected. So, the next time you see a woman batting her eyelashes, just remember, it's not just for show, it's a built-in survival feature. Fact number 4. Women are better at detecting smells. Women have a far superior sense of smell compared to men, thanks to having more olfactory cells in their brain. This heightened ability is thought to be an evolutionary trait, detecting spoiled food, smoke, or even pheromones for survival and maternal instincts. Women can often pick up subtle scents that men are completely oblivious to. That's why they always know when you've been sneaking snacks at midnight, lighting scented candles to cover up something, or wearing that secret cologne you thought went unnoticed. You can call it a superpower, or just the reason you never get away with anything. Fact number 5. Women's hearts beat faster than men's. A woman's heart is typically smaller than a man's, but don't underestimate its efficiency. Because of its size, it needs to beat faster, about 8 to 10 beats per minute more than the average man's heart, to pump enough blood around the body. This higher heart rate keeps the blood flowing to vital organs and tissues, ensuring everything runs smoothly. Add in hormonal differences like estrogen, which plays a role in cardiovascular health, and you've got a heart that's working overtime, but in the most effective way possible. Fun fact: this may explain why women are often the emotional heart of any family or friend group, literally and figuratively. Fact number 6. Women have a stronger immune system. If you think women are better at fighting off colds and flu, you're not imagining it. Women's immune systems are naturally stronger, thanks to higher levels of estrogen. This hormone helps boost immune response, making women more resilient to infections and viruses. While men might be down for the count with a case of man flu, women often power through with a tissue in one hand and a to-do list in the other. Scientists believe this trait evolved to help women protect their children during child-rearing years. Basically, their bodies are built to keep going, even when the germs strike back. Fact number 7. Women have a higher pain threshold than men. It's often said that women are tougher when it comes to handling pain, and there's scientific evidence to back that up. Studies show that women not only endure pain differently, but may also tolerate it better. This is partly due to estrogen and endorphins, which act as natural painkillers in the body. Of course, let's not forget childbirth, arguably one of the most intense experiences a human body can endure. Women's ability to tolerate and recover from such levels of discomfort is nothing short of extraordinary. So, the next time you stub your toe, remember, it's not a competition, but if it were, women are winning. Fact number 8. Women's bodies are more flexible due to looser ligaments. Ever notice that women tend to be naturally more flexible than men? It's not just yoga practice. There's biology behind it. Women have looser ligaments in joints, particularly in the hips, which makes activities like stretching, dancing, and gymnastics come more naturally. This trait is largely thanks to hormones like relaxin, which help prepare the female body for childbirth by loosening ligaments. It's also why women can often touch their toes with ease while their male counterparts are still grunting their way into a half-hearted stretch. Fact number 9. Women live longer than men. Almost everywhere in the world, that on average, women outlive men by about 5 to 7 years, and this trend is consistent across almost every country. Why? It comes down to a mix of biology, lifestyle, and behavior. Women are less likely to take risky actions, more likely to seek medical help, and benefit from protective hormones like estrogen, which improves heart health. Add to that their stronger immune systems, and you've got a recipe for longevity. So, if you're wondering who's likely to be blowing out the candles on their 100th birthday cake, it's probably a woman. Fact number 10. Women's bodies are more resistant to extreme temperatures. While women may feel the cold more than men, thanks to differences in metabolism and body fat distribution, their bodies are actually better equipped to handle extreme temperature fluctuations. Women tend to conserve heat more effectively and redirect blood flow to their core organs, which is an evolutionary adaptation to protect reproductive organs and ensure survival in harsh conditions. This ability gives them a surprising edge in enduring both heat and cold, even if they're still reaching for that blanket in an air-conditioned room. Fact number 11. Women have a stronger sense of hearing than men. You ever notice how your mom could hear you whispering about sneaking snacks or staying up late from 3 rooms away? Well, science backs that up. Women actually have a sharper sense of hearing. From birth, females are better at detecting higher-pitched sounds and subtle auditory cues compared to men. This is especially true in noisy environments where women can focus on a single sound amidst the chaos. Evolutionarily, this trait may have developed to help mothers detect their babies crying or sense danger from a distance. So, no matter how quietly you think you're plotting your next move, she's already heard you. Fact number 12. Women's skin ages slower than men's skin. Here's one for the skincare enthusiasts. Women's skin contains more collagen, which gives it elasticity and resilience, and naturally helps slow the aging process. On top of that, women's oil production is more balanced than men's, which reduces roughness and wear over time. That's not to say wrinkles won't appear eventually, but in general, men tend to show signs of aging earlier and more visibly. Of course, this isn't an invitation to skip SPF, because while nature gave women a head start, the sun doesn't play favorites. Stay hydrated, moisturized, and let science do the rest. Fact number 13. Women's brains are smaller but far more efficient. Yes, you read that right. On average, women's brains are about 10% smaller than men's. But before you jump to conclusions, this has nothing to do with intelligence. In fact, women's brains are wired to use fewer brain cells while processing information just as effectively, sometimes even more so. Think of it like a computer. Women's brains are the smaller, faster, energy-efficient model that runs programs without unnecessary lag. So, the next time someone tries to bring up brain size, remind them that in the world of biology, bigger isn't always better. It's how you use it that counts. Fact number 14. Women experience taste more intensely than men. That if you've ever wondered why your sister or girlfriend is a food critic at every meal while you scarf down whatever's on the plate, the answer lies in biology. Women have more taste buds than men, as well as a stronger sense of smell, which directly impacts how food tastes. This heightened sensitivity means women can detect subtle flavors, spices, and even freshness levels far better than men. It's also why they're more likely to notice when someone skimps on seasoning. In other words, don't try to pass off stale chips or under-seasoned soup to a woman. She'll know immediately. Fact number 15. Women's bodies are biologically predisposed to storing more fat. That IT might sound unfair, but women are biologically programmed to carry a higher percentage of body fat than men. This is due to estrogen, which encourages fat storage, particularly around the hips, thighs, and abdomen. While this may sound like a downside, it actually serves a very important purpose: energy reserves. During pregnancy or times of food scarcity, this stored fat provides fuel for both the mother and baby. So if you've ever wondered why women hold on to those curves, just know, it's not just about survival. It's an evolutionary masterpiece. Fact number 16. Women's hair grows slower but is more resilient. While men often grow thick, fast hair, lumberjack beards, women's hair grows at a slightly slower rate, but tends to be more resilient to damage. Women's hair also has a longer growth cycle, which is why it can grow so much longer before shedding. Add in the protective effects of estrogen, and you've got hair that can bounce back from styling, coloring, and even environmental stress. Of course, women also tend to spend more time and effort taking care of their locks. So while nature did its part, the perfect hair day is also hard-earned. Fact number 17. Women can see more colors than men. That if you've ever argued about whether a shirt is green or teal, here's why women usually win the debate. Women have more cones in their retinas, which allows them to perceive a broader range of colors and shades compared to men. This difference is especially noticeable with subtle hues, like pinks, purples, and pastels. Scientists believe this trait evolved to help women gather food, like spotting ripe berries or poisonous plants. So the next time you hear, "It's not just blue, it's cerulean," don't argue. She's literally seeing the world in higher definition. Fact number 18. Women's lungs are smaller, making breathing faster. That women's lungs are smaller in size compared to men's, which means they take in less oxygen with each breath. To compensate, women tend to breathe more frequently, especially during physical activity. This biological difference doesn't make women less efficient. It's simply the body adapting to maintain balance. Think of it like a car engine. Women's respiratory systems work at a higher RPM to keep everything running smoothly. Fun fact: this also gives women a natural edge in endurance activities where steady breathing and pacing are key. Fact number 19. Women's bones are lighter but more prone to osteoporosis. That women's skeletons are lighter and smaller compared to men's, which contributes to their overall lighter body weight. However, this comes with a trade-off. Women are more susceptible to bone-related conditions like osteoporosis, particularly after menopause when estrogen levels drop. This is why calcium and vitamin D are so crucial for women's health. So, whether it's a glass of milk, leafy greens, or a walk in the sunshine for that vitamin D boost, taking care of those bones is an investment worth making. Fact number 20. Women's hands have more touch receptors, making them more sensitive. That women's hands might appear smaller and more delicate, but they're packed with a higher density of touch receptors, especially in the fingertips. This gives women a keener sense of touch, allowing them to feel textures, temperatures, and even vibrations more precisely. Evolutionarily, this trait may have been beneficial for gathering food, weaving materials, or caring for infants. Today, it's just one more reason women are better at delicate tasks like threading needles or spotting that tiny scratch you claim doesn't exist on the coffee table. Fact number 21. Women's immune systems are stronger than men's. That it's true. When it comes to fighting off colds, flu, and other illnesses, women have a biological advantage. Their immune systems are typically more robust and resilient due to higher levels of estrogen, which enhances the body's ability to combat infections. Researchers believe this immune boost evolved to protect both the mother and her offspring during pregnancy. The trade-off? Women are more prone to autoimmune diseases, where the immune system goes into overdrive and attacks the body itself. So while women might recover faster from the flu, their immune systems sometimes take their protective job too seriously. Fact number 22. Women's hearts beat faster than men's hearts. That if you've ever rested your hand on a woman's chest and thought her heart was racing, it probably was, but for a perfectly normal reason. Women's hearts are slightly smaller, so they need to pump more frequently to circulate blood effectively throughout the body. On average, a woman's heart beats 78 to 82 times per minute compared to a man's 70 to 72. Combine that with the fact that women's blood vessels are more flexible, and you've got a cardiovascular system that's efficient and speedy. Don't confuse it with nervousness. She's just living life at a faster rhythm. Fact number 23. Women's pain tolerance increases during childbirth. That you've probably heard that childbirth is one of the most painful experiences a human can endure. And you'd be correct. But here's the incredible part. Women's bodies release a surge of endorphins and other hormones during labor, which increases their ability to tolerate pain. These natural painkillers allow women to push through an experience that would leave even the toughest warrior begging for mercy. After birth, the body's memory of the pain fades quickly, a nifty trick that ensures humanity keeps on reproducing. Let's just say, if men had to do this, well, the population might look a little different. Fact number 24. Women blink more often than men. That if you've ever noticed a woman blinking more frequently during a conversation, don't overthink it. Her biology is just working overtime. Women blink nearly twice as often as men due to higher levels of estrogen, which keeps their tear ducts more active. This extra blinking helps prevent dry eyes and keeps vision sharp. On the plus side, it means women's eyes are often better moisturized, reducing the risk of irritation. On the downside, women can't win a staring contest with a man, unless, of course, they cheat by sneaking in those microblinks. Fact number 25. Women are better multitaskers than men. Science has officially confirmed what most of us already suspected. Women are better at multitasking. Studies show that women's brains are wired with more connections between the left and right hemispheres, enabling them to process multiple streams of information simultaneously. Whether it's juggling work emails while cooking dinner or talking on the phone while helping with homework, women are natural pros at handling several tasks at once. Men, on the other hand, tend to focus more intensely on a single task. It's not a competition. Women just run their lives like a highly efficient operating system. Fact number 26. Women have a better sense of smell than men. That if you thought your mom or girlfriend had a superpower for sniffing out what's burning in the kitchen, you weren't wrong. Women have a keener sense of smell than men thanks to their olfactory bulb, the part of the brain responsible for processing scents. This heightened sense of smell is especially sharp during pregnancy or ovulation when hormonal changes enhance this ability even further. Evolutionarily, this trait may have helped women identify safe foods, sense danger, or even pick the healthiest mate. Today, it means you can't get away with wearing that same shirt 2 days in a row. She'll know. Fact number 27. Women are better at remembering faces. Ever wonder why women are so good at recognizing people, even if they've only met them once? It turns out women are better at remembering faces, especially female faces, thanks to a natural ability to focus on features like eyes, nose, and mouth. Studies suggest this skill evolved to help women recognize friends, family, and potential threats in their communities. It's not just faces either. Women excel at remembering small details like someone's outfit, hairstyle, or jewelry. So the next time you forget your friend's new haircut, don't expect your girlfriend to let you off the hook. She noticed everything. Fact number 28. Women live longer than men almost everywhere on Earth. Across the globe, women consistently outlive men by several years, with the average life expectancy for women being around 5 to 7 years longer. There are a few reasons for this. Women tend to take fewer risks, have stronger immune systems, and are less likely to suffer from heart disease early in life. Hormones like estrogen also provide women with protective health benefits, especially during their reproductive years. On a lighter note, perhaps women just live longer because they're smart enough to avoid things like watch this moments that land men in the ER. Fact number 29. Women are more likely to experience gut feelings. Have you ever heard someone say, "I just had a feeling something wasn't right"? Women are particularly tuned into their intuition thanks to a greater awareness of emotional and physical cues. Studies show that women have stronger connections between the parts of the brain that process emotions and decision-making. This means women are often able to pick up on subtle changes in body language, tone of voice, and other unspoken signs that men might miss. Call it a sixth sense or call it science. Either way, ignoring a woman's gut feeling is never a good idea. Fact number 30. Women's brains are more active at rest. Here's a fun fact to close on. Even when women are sitting still and seemingly doing nothing, their brains are still buzzing with activity. Brain scans show that women have higher levels of blood flow in their brains at rest, particularly in areas related to emotion, memory, and problem solving. This means women are often processing thoughts, recalling past experiences, and planning ahead even during their downtime. So, the next time someone asks, "What are you thinking about?" and she says, "Nothing," trust me, it's definitely something. That wraps up 30 insane facts about women. Proof that they're strong, smart, and full of surprises. Whether it's their multitasking wizardry, razor-sharp intuition, or record-breaking life expectancy, women continue to amaze us every single day. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another fact-packed adventure here on Chelder. Drop your favorite fact in the comments below, and as always, we'll see you next time with more mind-blowing knowledge. Stay curious, stay awesome, and keep coming back to Chelder.